Hi everyone, today I will be doing a K-pop haul video. I have one package from Amazon and two from eBay. I know I mentioned in my last video that I might not have that many unboxings coming up due to the current shipping restrictions out of Korea. However, I've been using this extra free time to kind of explore some groups that I've been meaning to look into for a while. And I found some pretty good deals on some of these albums on eBay and Amazon. I would like to go ahead and say that I am pretty new to this group, so if I pronounce any names wrong or don't immediately recognize any members, please don't take that personally. It's just because I'm still learning. We're going to take a look at the Amazon package first. And what this includes is a random version of NCT's 2018 Empathy album. And the version I got was the black and white version, which I kind of expected because on most of the sites where you could pick your version, this was the one that was still available. I think from what I've seen in unboxings, I like the colorful version a little bit better, but I wanted to get it new with a photo card, and this was the cheapest version I found new with a photo card. I might go back and get the rainbow one off eBay unsealed if I can find it for cheap later. I haven't decided yet. But the reason I picked this up, I am not planning on fully collecting NCT. I do enjoy most of the group's music from all of their different units like NCT U, 127, and Dream. But after Super M debuted last year, I paid attention to Super M because of Taemin, who is in SHINee, which is one of my ultimate bias groups. But through that, I really got to know Tin and Lucas a little bit more. And Tin and Lucas are officially members of WayV, which is sort of a subunit of NCT, but also not at the same time. But they were both featured on this NCT album because it featured all of the members who were in all of the different units at the time. And it has a lot of songs on the album that I really enjoy. It's got 13 tracks. We have the intro track, Neo Got My Back, Boss, which Lucas is a part of as NCT U. I have Baby Don't Stop, which is Taeyong and Tin. Go, which is NCT Dream. Touch, which is NCT 127. Yesterday, Black on Black, which I believe is the whole group. Timeless, which I think is NCT U. The Seventh Sense and Without You, which were the first two NCT tracks released as NCT U, and Tin is a part of The Seventh Sense. We also have the Chinese version of Without You, Tin's solo song, Dream in a Dream. It has a second solo song, New Heroes, which is not a part of this collection. Then we have the outro track, Vision. So the main reason I picked this up is that I have kind of gotten into WayV because of Super M, and I've decided that I'm going to try and collect WayV's albums. That is what is in my other two packages I'm going to take a look at today. And I figured if I'm collecting those albums, I should probably pick up a copy of NCT 2018 as well, because Tin and Lucas were both part of that as well, as was Kun, who's also in WayV, and I also just really enjoy a lot of the songs on this album. So it is a box style packaging, and on the spine we have the names of all of the members who were part of NCT at the time. My copy did get a little bit dinged up, unfortunately, in transit. And it does come with a photo card. I'm personally hoping for Tin or Lucas, because I think those are the two I'm going to try and collect in WayV. Oh, this is a nice, really thick photo book, too. And it also comes with this kind of journal thing. And the one I have was written by Do-young. Photo card behind it. And I believe this is Utah, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, they don't have their names on the back. And I can't read the signature. There are so many members in NCT. I think that I know a lot of them, but then I'll see a member and I'll be like, I have no idea who this man is. I've never seen him in my life. But as I said, I am trying to learn the members, so please do not take it personally if I do get something wrong. I have no ill intentions, I'm just learning. Then we have this lyrics poster. So this one is the normal lyrics, which has all the credits and everything. It has the lyrics in Korean. It's kind of hard for me to show you. But the other side, this is so cool. Because the other side has an English translation, as well as a Japanese translation of the lyrics. That is really neat. And it makes a lot of sense for NCT because they are such a multinational group. There's so many different members from different countries who speak different languages. So including translations of the lyrics is a really neat touch. I have the CD itself. And now we will try and take a quick look at the photo book. I say try because it is very thick. On the front we have more of this black and white design. It says NCT 2018 at the top. On the spine it says NCT 2018 repeating. And that is what the back looks like. Inside the album it says NCT 2018 Empathy. And we have the track listing. Okay, we don't even have a page for the intro. So we start off with Boss. Oh, this is neat. They have like a little bit of a journal entry written by one of the members. And then they have the list of all of the members with their birth dates. And then it like checks off who participated in the song. So this is really helpful actually if you're getting to know the group. So for Boss, we had Taeyong, Doyoung, Jaehyun, Winwin, Jungwoo, Lucas, and Mark. Winwin is in WayV as well. Forgot to mention that earlier. He was in 127 first, so I think of 127 as being his primary unit. Even though I don't think he is active in the promotions anymore. But we have some sort of candids from presumably the making of Boss. Super cute. They give you a lot of pictures for each unit. That's really neat. That is such a cute picture of Lucas. His hair was so blonde. I didn't realize how blonde his hair was back then. Then we have Baby Don't Stop, which is Taeyong and Tin. And they performed this on the Super M tour. And it was so exciting to see that stage live. Because I've been listening to NCT's music, like I said, since they debuted. And I've always loved that song. Next we have Go, which is NCT Dream. And Mark, Renjun, Jano, Haechan, Jaemin, Chunla, and Jisung participated in that one. In and out. Next we have Touch, which is NCT 127. And the members who participated in that are Taeil, Johnny, Taeyong, Yuta, Doyoung, Jaehyun, Winwin, Mark, and Haechan. I love how when NCT 127 debuted, SM were like, oh, they're going to be a fixed unit. And yet I don't think they have had the same lineup in any of their comebacks. Yesterday is Taeyong, Doyoung, Lucas, and Mark. I actually did not realize Lucas was part of that song. I was honestly kind of confused by the NCT concept at first, so I never really got into them much outside of the music. But after learning a bunch of the members through Super M, because Taeyong, Mark, Lucas, and Tin were all a part of that, I decided I should at least attempt to give NCT another chance at, like, actually trying to learn them. And then Black on Black, every single member participated in. So we have some solo shots of the members. Oh, that's cool with the color wash. Next we have Timeless, which I believe was previously released as part of SM Station. And Taeil, Doyoung, and Jaehyun participated in that one. I don't know what this page is. I've just got all the members' names and then, like, lines going towards it. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. We have some more pictures. There's a lot of pictures in this photo book. I mean, I guess there really needs to be with 18 different members. I will say, for there to be as many members as there are, I feel like they have done a good job giving a decent amount of pictures to each member, which is really cool. Because I know sometimes in groups with way less members, they have problems with screen time distribution. Oh, that page might have been pairing up the different members for this photo shoot. That makes sense. So it looks like the rest of the previously released songs don't have specific pictures for them, which I guess makes sense because those were digital singles and they probably didn't really do specific photo shoots for those outside of maybe the cover art. These Polaroid type shots are so cute. Yeah, and then we have some journal entries for the rest of the songs. The intro, which is at the back, strangely. The Seventh Sense, Without You Chinese version, Dream in a Dream, and Outro Vision. Oh, Tin's little message is in English. Oh, that's actually honestly really neat. You know, most of the messages are in Korean because most of the members are Korean, but Tin's is in English, and Kun's and Chenma's are in Chinese. I really appreciate that they just put, you know, their original version and didn't necessarily do a Korean translation. I honestly didn't really realize just how multinational NCT truly was until I really started looking into the members more. And I really think that's really neat. Okay, so next I'm going to take a look at this first package from eBay. I will put the names of the sellers that I bought these from in the description below. I bought the first two WayV albums used without photo cards. And then I got their most recent release new from a different seller. So the albums are packaged really well. I like that they bubble wrapped each of them separately. And the reason I chose to get these without photo cards. I do plan to collect at least one member. I haven't decided yet if I want to collect both Lucas and Tin or just one of them. Right now, I'm leaning more towards Lucas because his cards seem to be more available on eBay right now. But WayV's first album, I could only find new for like $40-something. And it said that it would be without photo cards because it was second press. And I don't want to spend $40 on an album that isn't going to come with photo cards anyway. And then their second album, I got it used because it was from the same seller that I got their first album from. So I saved a little bit of money that way. And the seller included this nice little note. And that is their username on eBay. Well, these albums really are totally like new. It even has the plastic sleeve on it still, but it's been opened. Presumably to remove the photo card if it came with one, or to check if it came with a photo card. It says WayV, the first mini album, Take Off. That's why it just says Take Off. On the back we have the track listing, and we have the title track Take Off, the Chinese version of Regular, which was WayV's debut song. We have Say It, the Chinese version of Come Back, Let Me Love You, and Dream Launch. And I know Regular and Come Back are also NCT songs in Korean, and that is honestly why I didn't really initially check out WayV, because I did check out the Chinese version of Regular when it came out. But their very first release was a digital single, which had Regular, Come Back, and I think it was one original Chinese song. But that kind of gave me the impression that most of their stuff would be remakes of NCT songs. And typically when there are multiple language versions of a song, I tend to prefer the Korean one. So I wasn't super interested in the unit when I thought it was going to be mostly remakes of existing Korean songs. But after that, they, I believe, have only put out original songs. And after listening to the albums, I really, really like their sound. Take Off and the title track of their second mini album both have a little bit of a rock influence to them that kind of reminds me of older K-pop, like 90s, early 2000s, which had some of those rock influences. But I quite like that sound, so when I realized that that was kind of what WayV was doing, I knew that I really wanted to get into this group. I am the most familiar right now with Lucas and Tin because of Super M, but I do know all of the members' names, but again, if I am pronouncing them wrong or I don't match the name with the face correctly, I do sincerely apologize because I am still learning. So inside we have our CD, and it is kind of typical SM hardcover book style, much like Chinese solo albums or the Super M albums. We see the little WayV Takeoff logo. We have the track listing again, and we have a group picture. I was hoping they might have names to help me on the ones I'm not as familiar with, but of course they don't. But I do know this is Lucas, and that is Win-Win. We have Tin with some blonde hair with dark roots. Tin and Lucas are both blonde again now, and a lot of people are speculating that WayV might be about to have a comeback, which would be perfect timing for getting into them right before I come back. I'm pretty sure this is Hindari and Xiaojun. And again, if I'm pronouncing any names wrong, please forgive me, because I never mean to mispronounce anyone's name intentionally. I have a group picture of those three. And I think that is Younghoon. And Kun. We have a group photo. And another group photo. And then we have a leg photo. That's an interesting choice. We have a little bit of a concept switch here. Is that Lucas? I think that's Lucas. It is. Oh my goodness. That is a gorgeous picture. I have Win-Win. And I actually did not realize I recognized Win-Win until I was getting into WayV. Because when I was trying to learn the members, I was like, wait, I know his face. Because of NCT 127. I didn't think he was one of the members of NCT 127 that I knew. But apparently, I was wrong. And we have 10 with that lovely leopard print vest. I like that we have some pictures from the music video shoot as well. SM doesn't always do that, so I like when they do. And we have the lyrics for Takeoff, Regular, Say It, Come Back, Let Me Love You, and Dream Launch. We have the credits. And honestly, one thing I've always felt with SM Entertainment is that they have more of a company-wide sound than necessarily specific group sounds. Which I feel like is why there's a lot of overlap, like Superhuman by NCT 127, for example. Sounds like something that SHINee could have potentially done, because they work with a lot of the same producers for all of their groups. And the reason I point that out is because if you have not checked out WayV, but you do like some of the other NCT units, or even just other SM boy groups, I would highly recommend at least checking out a couple of their songs. Because I wasn't really sure what to expect from them, but they do use a lot of the same producers as NCT and other SM groups. So if you like some of that material, there is a good chance that you will like some of WayV. This is so strange. The other album in that package is in like 3 layers of bubble wrap. I've never seen bubble wrap like this before. It's almost like it's a whole nother package inside the package. I did not watch unboxings of these albums prior to purchasing them. I kind of impulse bought them based on the music. I am already so impressed by this album before I even take it out of the package. It's like, oh my god, it's like those old storybooks that have the gilded gold pages. Look, it matches my nails. But this copy does actually have a little bit of spine damage. It's nothing too terrible, nothing that would ordinarily bother me. But wow, I cannot get over how gorgeous this packaging is. The pictures of it in the Amazon and eBay listings do not do it justice. It really is like a storybook, and I'm such a sucker for that kind of packaging. I have this fantastic golden logo. The top says WayV, and at the bottom it says Take Over the Moon, the second mini album. And again, the tracks on the back are just so gilded gold. This is beautiful. And the cover itself, the whole outer packaging, is like this really nice sort of velvety material. I cannot stress enough how gorgeous this packaging is. We have 6 songs once again. The title track Moonwalk, Yeah Yeah Yeah, Love Talk, which was actually the first WayV song I heard. I heard the English version of that. We have King of Hearts, Face to Face, and We Go Na Na Na. God, I cannot get over how beautiful this is. So, the first thing, oh my god, what is this? I don't quite understand what this is, but this is so cool. It's like a blueprint for something. Oh my god, is this like a science fiction Jules Verne kind of concept? That is so cool. I thought it was like a little poster or something at first, but that is so neat. WayV, Take Over the Moon, the second mini album. Oh my god, I think that is what it is. This is so cool. I am so glad I didn't watch any unboxings of this, because I'm just staring at this in awe. This might be some of the coolest K-pop packaging I've ever seen. Well, technically this isn't K-pop, this is C-pop, but you know what I mean. So the prologue. Oh my god, and it's got this kind of I don't know what this is called, but like the translucent kind of paper, like tracing paper. I had no idea that this packaging was like this, and I am so impressed. This is so cool to me. Chapter 1. God, this is so cool. And we have some member pictures. We start off with Lucas. We have Win-Win, and I believe that is Kun. We have Xiaojun. Yang Yang. I think that might be 10. And Henry. There we have a shot of 10. I am just so impressed by this packaging. I can't even reiterate that enough. Like, the pictures are gorgeous with all of these galaxy and aurora borealis effects. And then all the artsy shots. I am so glad I made this impulse purchase, not even going to lie. Like, I cannot think of the last time I blindly purchased an album and was this impressed with it. Then we have chapter 2. And I'm actually really curious if we know who drew these. If these were just, drawn by someone else specifically for the album. Or if they were maybe potentially done by one of the members. Because I know Tin does art. I don't know if those could have potentially been Tin's art, or if they were just done by staff. But this is the concept from the Love Talk music video. Like, the photos themselves are gorgeous, and then the artsy photos and the art design just elevate it even more. I am so impressed. I know I keep repeating that, but I don't have any other words. I'm just in awe of this packaging. Oh, Lucas is so pretty. I guess it's not necessarily the packaging as much as it is the design. Because it really is, at its core, a relatively typical hardcover book style packaging. But all these little touches elevate that. I have chapter 3. Seriously, every single picture in this album is gorgeous. I would highly, highly recommend it. We have the epilogue. That is so pretty. All the galaxy stickers. We have the lyrics for Moonwalk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love Talk, King of Hearts, Face to Face, and We Go Na Na Na. Lucas isn't ready. And we have the credits. Okay, yeah, it does credit the illustrator and the credits. So it isn't 10, it is Caro Park. But it did kind of remind me of 10's style a little bit, because his style is a little bit dark, like some of those illustrations were. I have the CD itself. And if you get this album new, I believe it comes with a photo card and a circle card. And that is what the disc looks like. It is gorgeous. Okay, what is with the packaging today? Because I went to open my last package, and it literally is a package in a package. What is going on? So this one I ordered from an eBay store called Cave Square. I've never ordered from them before. They were just the cheapest seller on eBay that had this album new. And this is WayV's most recent release, Take Over the Moon, the second mini album sequel. This is basically a repackage of Take Over the Moon, but it doesn't really have any totally new tracks. And right away, I will say it is not quite as luxurious as the original version of this album, because it doesn't have the gilded pages. The letters on the back are gilded silver. We have the same 6 songs as the original mini: Moonwalk, Yeah Yeah Yeah, Love Talk, King of Hearts, Face to Face, We Go Na Na Na. But it also includes the English version of Love Talk and Way Voice number 1, which I believe is a voice note memo. And like I said, Love Talk English version was the first WayV song that I heard. I would definitely suggest, if you like NCT 127's English versions, Regular and Highway to Heaven, I would definitely suggest at least listening to the English version of Love Talk. Okay, once you take the plastic crap off, this does look a little bit better. It does have the velveteen cover like the other version did. It's just black this time instead of red, and the holographic stuff is silver instead of gold. But the spine is a little more plain. I think it's thinner also. The original Take Over the Moon that I got was the Chinese pressing. This is the Korean pressing of this one. And again, it was just because that one was cheap on eBay from the same seller that I got Take Off from. And we have a totally different concept for the photo book this time. And since I bought this new, it should come with the photo card. So we have Lucas, Win-Win. I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't really know who is who in this concept. So I don't want to mislabel anybody. Like I said, I am still learning, so I can't confidently recognize all of their faces. I don't recognize their hairstyle. So we've got this little envelope, which I'm guessing is where all the freebies are. So we will save that till the end. This is a really gorgeous photo shoot as well. But I will say so far, I think I prefer the original version a little bit. But these photos are all really pretty as well. That is a gorgeous picture. Has this very luxurious vibe to them. Which I quite like. I am curious, like, what the reason for this release was. To do a repackage sometime later without really having any new content. we have our lyrics for Moonwalk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love Talk. King of Hearts. Face to Face. We Go Na Na Na. The English version of Love Talk. And then some credits for the voice note. And then the CD is housed much the same way as the original version, and that is what the CD looks like. On the whole, I do think I prefer the original version to the sequel, but they are both gorgeous albums. So in here, oh, it comes with a postcard too. I did not even know that. I did not even know it came with a postcard, but it looks like I got 10, which is so nice because he is one of the members I'm considering collecting. And then for the circle card, of course they don't have the members' names on them. Very pretty though. And then for the photo card, I actually got Lucas's photo card. That is so exciting. I got Lucas's photo card and Ten's postcard. And it's so ironic because I remember when I did my first Super M unboxing, I got Lucas's card, but I traded it to Taemin because I really didn't have any idea of who Lucas was at that time because I didn't stan NCT. But then, you know, as I got to watch Super M's content, I got to know more about Lucas and Ten, and I really, really like both of them now. I would actually say that my quote-unquote Super M biases are Taemin, Lucas, and Ten. That is it for today's K-pop haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to see more unboxings or K-pop hauls like this one, you can check out the other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.